So having someone with expertise who can come in, not with a therapist perspective, but all the knowledge and leverage all that along with my obsession with I'm a brain nerd, so I'm interested in neuro-linguistic programming, leveraging how our brain works already, positive psychology, strength-based learning. Bring all of that and the coaching perspective really catapults people forward in a very safe, confidential, kind of sacred space. Does that make sense?
It totally does, and I'm curious if you're willing to go there. Like, where do you find that space for yourself? You're clearly out front leading a successful business. Where do you go to get that coaching or that confidential space?
Yeah, so I have my own private coach who I've invested lots of money. Last year, I probably spent $150,000 investing in coaching for myself. So I have a private one-on-one coach. I have a group, mastermind group that I'm part of. I actually have a spiritual coach. I have a physical coach, which I'm sure doesn't surprise you. I have a husband who I adore and love. We've been together 28 years, so we've kind of grown up together.
Oh my God.
And I have my team. So we practice EOS. I used to be an EOS implementer. I use EOS in my own business, although I've delegated to elevate myself. So I'm not doing strategic planning with companies anymore. But IDS and we actually have a learning mentoring time where we collaborate on challenging clients. So I find inspiration in a whole lot of ways. I think, continuous growth and learning is my playground. I would just hop from mountaintop to mountaintop if I could.
Wow. So you walk the talk. You invest deeply in your own personal development and professional growth.
Absolutely. And there's something to be said for that because I suppose you know this too. Nobody has a coaching budget. People have budgets for all kinds of things. Even my multimillionaires, they've got budgets for vacations, sometimes they don't think about budgets, but most of the time thinking about what do I want to invest in myself isn't something people often A, are thinking about, or B, are setting money aside for. So for me, going through that experience the first time, my hand was literally shaking the first time. Probably I wasn't writing a hand check. I think I was doing a money transfer of a large figure of money to someone for coaching. I remember feeling slightly sick, like, oh my gosh. And every time it pays off exponentially.
I mean, the ROI right there it's clear. You're in your zone of genius, have a team, and have you're realizing the results of investing in yourself, physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Yeah. I think it's true, and I'm sure that you see this as well. I find that often there's a turning point when someone invests in a program or in individual coaching. There's a shift that's happened where they have made this conscious decision. I am creating my own life. So they move out of the drama triangle, victim, persecutor, rescuer, into the empowerment dynamic. It's David Emerald's work of I'm taking responsibility. There's a call to action when someone invests in themselves, that there's a real distinction. There's something significant that happens in that. And it calls people, I think the more time, the more energy, the more financially they invest, the more they get out of it. So I'm playing with that in my own life for sure, because I want exponential growth.